Call now.
Well, please welcome Jack, Allison, and Blair to the show. Welcome in. You guys are friends. You've been hanging out together a long time, right? Go back a ways, right?
Yeah.
Whose idea was this to take a walk?
Jack.
Well, the thing was, we just wanted to find somewhere to go, just hang out. So I was like, let's take a walk. We'll walk down the railroad track and see what happens.
So you just,
pretty much.
You and two girls just strolling
Yeah,
down the road?
walking down.
Shoot, I would have been what you do. Okay, so you start rolling down the railroad tracks, and then, you know, you were looking up at the stars, right?
We were just hanging out, and we kept walking for a little while. And there was no train there at the time, but we saw it pass. And when we walked back, it was stopped right on top of the bridge. So, I don't know.
Whose idea was it?
It was my idea to go.
Oh, y'all keep blaming him.
It
was your idea. So you said, look, why don't we just climb up on top of the train?
Yeah.
And we'll have a better view.
Oh, yeah, we were just sitting, dangling our legs off the side.
Up on the very top.
We were like walking around on top of it.
Oh, you walk in on it? How many cars did you jump across? Couple?
Around 3, yeah.
3. And then all of a sudden, while you're up down there, get ready to jump in the other one. Because the train started what?
Going.
Moving. And then, by the time
No, right then we already had walked to the back of the train. So we were pretty much like at the end of the bridge. Like it was a one-rail bridge. And the train started moving, and you know, you can't jump off into the water.
If we jumped off, then we would have been in water pretty much. Yeah.
So you just decided, well, let's see. You didn't think did you think it was going to go that far?
Well, me and Allison were afraid to jump off.
I knew we had to get off because I didn't know it was going. I wasn't really worried about that.
So the train started moving, and within about, what, 20, 30, 40 seconds, it was picking up speed.
Yeah, at first we weren't like scared, but then when it started to go, we were all like, oh.
What jerk? It just took off.
And it got to speeds of about, what, 60?
Yeah.
I'd say
60.
70.
60 to 70?
I want to say 80.
And you were laying on top of the train?
Yeah, at first we were just sitting up, and it was kind of chilly. But we saw overpasses coming. You could see the overpasses coming, but we just couldn't tell.
Yeah, like from hitting the overpasses.
I mean, we just
still sitting up.
No, we had to lay down.
Okay, you laid down, you went in, and still just barely clear the overpass.
Yeah. So I mean.
Jack's idea again was to go in between the cars. The 2 cars.
To climb down in between the cars.
Because the one that we saw had a little platform that you could stand on. And
but the one we climbed down on didn't. It was just like a bar like this. We had to like stand on it and a little one to hold on to.
So you're hanging on the back of this train, and 22 miles later, the train starts to slow down.
Well, because we called 911.
Well, no.
Let's talk about that for a second.
All right, no, within that period, like the train was just out of choice, like doing this number and it was jerking back and forth, and
we're not
she
strong.
didn't
We can't hold on.
And I called 411 because I didn't want to call the law. So you
called 411. You were trying to get over the train company.
Exactly.
Said, yo, can you call the train that's on this track? I don't know what track it is. We went over the bridge. They're telling them to stop.
Yeah, pretty much. It didn't work out like that.
Gotcha.
I mean, there was nothing, you know, there was nothing underneath us but tracks and rocks. And so I was like, oh, screw it. It was weird. You know, it was cold, freaking out. So I called the law, and they couldn't hear us either.
Wait, you called 911, but because the wind was going by so bad, they couldn't hear you.
Noisy.
Listen to this.
Okay, now 1 up to 14. Where's your emergency? Where are you? Ma'am. Hello?
So then who grabbed the phone and started screaming? Sorry?
I was scared.
And they hung up.
Yeah,
so they were gone.
Up on me.
But then some way along with that, do you think that the authorities got to the train, or the train just naturally
they never found out what train it was. They stopped all the trains,
all the trains in like South Carolina and some in North Carolina.
And which state were you in?
South Carolina.
So they didn't stop your train?
Well, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Eventually.
So, well, see, when it stopped, like, it jolts really bad, and we didn't know that, you know. We didn't know it was ready to stop, so, like, all of a sudden, it just, like, And we're like holding on to this little bar, you know, and like we all flew forwards, and she knocked our head.
And the train started slowing down, and about what? About 20 miles an hour. You said, I think we ought to get ready to jump.
No.
Yeah, I said, all right, yeah, get ready to jump pretty much. And she's already hanging on the ladder on the side of the train, like ready to get off of it.
But Jack...
And I was like, get ready.
Wait. But Jack, what?
The only thing Jack told me, he was like, whatever you do not jump off the train. And the only word that I heard was jump. So, right when I heard that,
So,
I jumped off.
The train's going 30 miles an hour.
I know.
But let me ask this question. Both of you sat here and said, when I said whose idea was Jack.
I know, but I was so ready to get off.
But at that moment, why would you listen to him anymore? Job, So, but you jumped at the fastest speed.
Yeah,
So how
I was
bad
going
were you hurt?
around 30, and I was unconscious.
For a while.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to pick her up.
first, all right, she jumps off, and I'm like, there's no way I'm jumping off doing this fast, right? So I'm like, hold on, Allison, we'll get off. And I see her, she's gone now, she's in the dark. And I'm like, all right, this is a safe speed, let's get off of it. So we jump, and I run back to meet her, and she's still on the ground. So she's like, oh, queasy or wheezy, and she didn't know what was going on. So we had to, carry her through this road runoff, and we made it to the road.